Hey guys, it's Kelly. Welcome back to my channel. Today is Memorial Day, and I would love to give a shout out to all the veterans, men and women that have given up their lives to protect our country. I want to say thank you, and I want to wish them a happy Memorial Day to all the families. And I also want to thank you for all the veterans that are still fighting and protecting our country. You guys are amazing, and I just wanted to say thank you. All right, now we're just going to get into the video. And because it's Memorial Day, I do have my red, white, and blue shirt. I don't know why I can't talk today. And then today I'm going to a cookout. We're going to celebrate Memorial. I'm going to use the Stranger Things palette. I know that might sound a little crazy. And I'm not going to go totally red, white, and blue because I think it would be too much. But I am going to use some blue and maybe like a nice shimmer. And so what I'm going to start with, and I just wanted to get a lip color, and I want to do red because I don't want it to look, I mean, if I had a neutral eye and a nice bright red lip, that would be great for Memorial Day, 4th of July or whatever. But I'm just going to do probably like a nude lip, so I don't want it to be too clownish, if that makes sense. All right. So what I'm going to do first is I'm going to use, it's a little bigger brush. It's a CC615. And this is from B&D. These are really nice brushes. I got like a little set. And what I'm going to do, I've already primed my eyes. I put primer and powder. And I've already done my foundation. I know it's probably hard to tell, but I don't like pack on foundation. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to dip into this color called Chief of Police right here. It's a very nude shade, and I'm going to just use it as like a transition color. And something to just... so the other colors can go on. And it's very, very light. I'm not packing it on. And I don't know if you guys can see that. I got to start getting closer to the my camera on my phone. I don't have a really fancy setup, so I've looked into it. It's just very, very expensive for me at this point. And as you can see, it's kind of a tan beigey color. There we go. And I have this color right here. It's kind of it's a dark blue, and it's blue. And what I'm going to do is I'm going to make a halo eye. But what I'm going to have to do is I really got to get in the crease. So I'm going to just use a smaller brush to really get in there. So we're just going to do one eye, and I'm going to show you guys, and then I'll do the other eye off camera. I'm just going right into the crease. I saw this with another content creator, and I really liked it. And I'm also like blending it in as I go, but I'm going right into the crease. And I think it really makes a big difference when you use the right brushes. I always think that I got to use these big brushes, and I really don't. But it depends on the look. See, as I'm going, I'm just bringing it up, and I'm just using I'm not adding more to get it across like that. Yes. Why is it always messy when I do it? But you know, you guys know I clean it up. And then I'm going to go in the inner part, and I'm just carefully like packing it on right there in the inner part of my eye. And I do bring it up a little. I know I probably do things a little ass backwards. And I don't know why I have trouble blending. I really don't. I've worn makeup since I was probably 11 or 12, something like that. But as you get older, your skin changes. So that's why sometimes I think my eye looks don't look as great as they should. All right, just blending in that. And you want to leave a spot in the middle. Sometimes I cover too much because my eyes are just really, really small. All right, now I use the Morphe brush. It's big and fluffy. And I'm just going to go over that a little bit. I want to blend it. You can do windshield washer, or you can just like go like this. But I tend to go like. And then I blend it out. And don't forget, we always clean that part up. And I'm just kind of really, I can take my time today. So I can make sure that it's really, really blended. I'm on vacation all this week, and I'm so excited because my husband and I are going up to Vermont for about 3 days to celebrate our 30th anniversary. Yes, 30 years. And that's a big accomplishment, I think, for anybody. See, that looks much better when you blend. You don't want to see harsh lines. So if it takes you a little bit, take the time to blend it out. Unfortunately, like now what I'm going to do is I might have to add a little bit concealer. This is not going to be too crazy. And I just want to... I always get the eyeshadow where I don't want it. You know, I always clean it up. But anyway, I'm going to add some concealer, and I'm using Sin 115. And what I'm going to do is just put a little bit of concealer in the center, because I did cover it with eyeshadow. I have very small features, so sometimes I got to adjust it. And yes, I'm holding my eye. It's very hard for sometimes for me to do makeup on my eyes because I'm at my age, but I do the best I can. See? And I know it might look a little bit higher up there, but I can blend it out a little bit more. And that's, see? And what I love is when I'm going to do this now, because it's driving me nuts. Sometimes I go up too high, so I'm just going to use Q-tip and just kind of go under there like this, and just to get it so it's not, I don't want it too high up. Sometimes when I blend, that's what it does. I don't know why, it just goes where I want. Then I take the dry end. See, that does look better, because I don't want the flat brush. And I am going to use some shimmer. But what I want to do to give it something to cling to, I'm going to go in with the shade 11. It's a nude pink. But I'm not going to pack it on. I'm just going to put just a little bit, because I know that's not has to do with red, white, and blue. But I just want something for the color to stay. So I'm going to use a shimmer. And, of course, I'm going to go in with my Serafine Mimosa Glass Setting Spray. I like this stuff. It's not bad. And this is from Ipsy. A lot of the little minis that if you see me using, I got them from Ipsy. And it's a great way to try different makeup. Now, this is like a silvery blue color. And it's, let's see, Hungry for Blood. I don't know why it's silver, but then I'm going to just tap it right in the center where I put the concealer. And I find that when you use your finger and some setting spray, it just goes on much better. It's more payout. See, I just do a little bit. Then I'm going to go back in with with a different brush. I'm going to go in with this, with the same blue, only because I'm just putting very little. I just want to make sure I blend that in. And I'm just using the edge. I just want to put a little bit over the silver so you can blend it in really well. Yeah, it's a little tricky sometimes to use dark colors to get, to blend it. And I do put eye primer so the color really lasts much longer than, say, because I'm going to use this brush. It's also a BVD or B&D EB331 brush. And this thing's awesome for under your eyes. So I'm going to take that same dark blue and I'm just going to go under my little lash line and bring it right to the corner like that. I don't really think that looks bad. I think it looks really pretty good. Not everybody likes the dark shades. I don't know what it is, but I love the dark look. In like creepy stuff, I could celebrate Halloween like all year long. It's my favorite holiday, and I've slowly been like I just prefer to wear my makeup dark. I like the whole Halloween thing. And I'm almost thinking of changing my wardrobe up a little bit to reflect that. I haven't done it yet. I'm not at my healthiest right now. I do need to lose weight like a lot of people do. And it's hard, especially because I'm diabetic. I struggle with it all the time. Like, my blood sugar is all over the place. I'm on 2 kinds of insulin. And it's like, I really don't like it. But part of it's my fault, but part of it's I've been a diabetic a long time. So that's what happens. Eventually I think a lot of people end up on insulin. Now I think I'm going to go in with some concealer. And I'm just going to go right here. And I'll have that nice crisp line. Or you can use like a makeup wipe. And I also have my micellar water I sometimes use, but sometimes I just like to use a little bit of concealer. All right, now I always seem to forget. I'm going to do my above my brow a little bit, but I'm only going to go in with that really light shade Chief of Police that I had before that I covered my whole eye with. I'm using a tiny brush because I just prefer to do it that way. You can use whatever brush that you feel you're comfortable with. I'm just putting just a little bit just to smooth it out a little. Now I'm going to do my other eye, and I'll do that pretty much off camera. And then that both eyes are done, I'm going to add some mascara, my e.l.f. mascara. And this is in black. All right, next I'm going to go in with my ColourPop blush. This one's kind of cool. It actually dark because of the brushes I use. And then I'm going to add some blush. I'm not going to contour today because I'm just going to a cookout, so I don't need it to be too fancy. Yeah, this brush is probably, I have to put a little more pressure to get the color pay off, because this is a very fluffy brush, but it's very nice. See, I don't want it like too crazy. Now, brush and just kind of, see, I always have like really dark under eye circles. Yeah, like right in there is always dark. And I don't bake. I don't know, I think it's a young people thing, but I just don't like the idea of putting powder everywhere. That looks a little better, and I'm just gonna clean that up a little bit. And I did blend it some more off camera, because I don't know what it is with my blending. Sometimes it just, like, I don't really think it looks too bad. All right, and the last step, I'm gonna go in with my Morphe Soulmate, and this is a Velvet Lip Mousse, and it's in the shade Honey. I was gonna put red lips, but then I'm thinking that probably wouldn't look good, even if I was going to do a red lip, maybe tone down my eyes more, but because it is Memorial Day, and to try to do red, white, and blue, I think I've done previous videos, but I think I like this look better, and I don't want red lip because I think it's going to clash a little bit. Not saying that you can't do that, but I'm going to use this shade. Yeah, I get weird shaped lips too. Alright guys, this is the look. I think it looks pretty. The blue and the silver I think look great with my top, and I think it's really a nice look for Memorial Day. Alright guys, I hope you enjoyed this video, and I'll see you on the next one. Bye guys.